reduce the sanctions. And in this case,
trying to hide up in that light now.
A lot of pressure, and Iran is practically giving away nothing. It's making a minor concession, which they
Things hurt when they sting too, man.
and you endanger the whole sanctions regime that took years to make. So I don't think it's a good deal. I think it's a bad deal.
You need to go get a piece of wet wood or
a good deal.
It's also at this point.
something that'll smoke.
Oh, you need a piece of,
They got nothing, need none of that smoke now. If they up in there, they dead now, whatever's left.
I ain't,
Right.
not necessarily.
you need something to smoke them out.
Yeah.
That fire killed them.
The fire ain't burning up there, the fire's burning down here.
That
It's
fire,
the heat. That's just the smoke that runs out the chimney and the heat.
that heat, well, anything up in that chimney's dead now.
Did you stick your head up?
Perhaps not getting rid of what they have now, but not pursuing any further a nuclear ambition. Isn't that a good place to start?
Well, I respect the president. I know that we have a common goal to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons, and in our case, from developing the capacity of nuclear weapons. In fact, they're not giving up any of their capacity. They have 18,000 centrifuges to enrich uranium to make the core of a bomb. They're not giving up even one centrifuge.
Yeah, 'cause when I open that door, they just
All of a sudden they just poof.
everywhere.
Here's what could happen, and might very well happen, if there are billions of dollars of sanctions, which is what is proposed by the P5+1. You're
They'll
going to
find
get
something that'll smoke.
companies and countries scrambling one after the other to try to get deals with Iran because economy prices work on future expectations. If you took all that pressure all these years to build up a sanctions regime, it's finally working. It's finally getting there. Iran is really on the ropes. Their economy on the ropes. Their economies close to paralysis, and all of a sudden, you take off the pressure. Everybody will understand that you're going to really reinvigorate your funding. So while I appreciate the intention of trying to build it back up, I think it's going to be exceedingly tough. I think a lot is being offered by the P5+1 for Iran. It's getting just an enormous deal from their point of view. It's getting practically nothing else. Outside Iran, to many countries that will start scrambling for contracts in Iran, and it's going to be very hard to keep the sanctions regime. I think the opposite should be done. I think you should not only keep up the pressure, I think you should increase the pressure because it's finally working. And if you give it up now, when you have that pressure, and Iran doesn't even pick apart, dismantle one centrifuge, what leverage will you have? When you ease
Wasp.
it just doesn't make sense.
I do want to talk to you about increasing the sanctions. As you know, in the U.S. Congress, there's a move toward that. Let me just button this up by playing something that the president said, which goes precisely to the point of those sanctions that you fear can never, that would open up sort of a floodgate of people wanting to do business with Iran. That's what he said.
If it turns out 6 months from now that they're not serious, we can dial those sanctions right back up.
What about that?
Wasp.
Well, I responded to that, Kennedy. I think that
Wasp.
in practice, that may be the president's desire and intention. I have no doubt about that. But my assessment, given what I see now, I already see the countries and the investors and the companies scrambling to get to Iran. I already hear that. Those voices, I received that information. Everybody's getting ready for the starting line to rush to Iran to be a part of that deal. I think, but if you went the other way, and you not only preserve the sanctions instead of reduce, but you actually increase them, then all these countries and all these companies will have to choose between the Iranian economy and the U.S. economy, because that's what additional sanctions mean. It means choose Iran or the U.S. Signing up with increased sanctions. Everybody has up to now.
I killed the spider, so
Pressure now. You can get
that ain't gonna do any good.
Because the options aren't really a bad bad deal, you may get to the point where your only option is a military option. So that deal actually can lead you to exactly the place you don't want.
Wasp.
I think if you want a peaceful solution, as I do, then the right thing to do is ratchet up the solution.
More of my interview with Prime Minister Netanyahu when we return.